Did you know that in New York City alone, there are over 3,000 registered street performers? But do you ever wonder how they do their fascinating tricks? Welcome to the intriguing and vibrant world of street performances that sparkle our city streets. It's a world that is as diverse as it is enchanting, filled with a myriad of performers who keep us captivated with their seemingly impossible tricks. These performers range from the deftly dexterous jugglers who keep a symphony of objects in the air, to the gravity-defying acrobats who perform death-defying stunts with a grace that leaves us in awe. Then there are the street magicians whose tricks leave us questioning the very fabric of reality. But have you ever stopped to think about the science behind these tricks? Yes, you heard it right. Science. Behind the mesmerizing shroud of entertainment, there's a world of physics, psychology, and biology at play. Each trick, each stunt is a testament to the incredible understanding these performers have of the principles that govern our world. Take, for instance, the jugglers. It may seem like an act of pure dexterity, but it's actually a complex dance of physics and physiology. Every toss and catch is a precise calculation of force, angle, and timing. Or consider the acrobats, who use their understanding of gravity and the mechanics of the human body to perform their breathtaking feats. And then there are the magicians. Their tricks may seem like pure magic, but they're often a clever application of psychology, exploiting our cognitive biases to create illusions that baffle our senses. So, as you walk down the streets of your city, take a moment to appreciate not just the artistry, but also the science that goes into these performances. Each trick, each stunt, is not just a feat of skill, but a testament to the incredible understanding these performers have of the principles that govern our world. Prepare to get your mind blown as we unveil the science behind the magic. Ever seen a street performer levitating in midair? Ever wonder what's their secret? Well, let's dive right into it. What we're dealing with here is a clever combination of illusion, balance, and hidden supports. The trick may look supernatural, but its roots are firmly grounded in the laws of physics. Firstly, let's talk about illusion. This is the cornerstone of many street performances and magic tricks. Our brains are constantly trying to make sense of the world around us. They're excellent at recognizing patterns and making predictions. However, they can be easily fooled. Street performers take advantage of this by creating scenarios that seem to contradict our understanding of how the world works. In the case of the levitating performer, they're creating an optical illusion. They position themselves in a way that makes it appear as if they're floating off the ground. But if you were to view the act from a different angle, the illusion would be shattered. Next, let's consider balance. The performer must have an exceptional sense of balance to pull off this trick. They need to maintain a specific posture for an extended period, which requires strength, endurance, and a deep understanding of their body's center of gravity. However, even with the best balance, it's impossible for a human to levitate without assistance. This is where the hidden supports come into play. The performer typically uses a special kind of rig to help them float. This rig is designed to be discreet, often disguised as a part of the performer's costume or the prop they're using. For example, it could be a cane that the performer is seemingly leaning on, or a carpet they're supposedly sitting on. This hidden support is anchored firmly to the ground. It's structured in a way that it can support the performer's weight without visibly bending or buckling. The performer positions themselves on this support in such a way that it's concealed from the audience's view. The performer's clothes also play a crucial role in maintaining the illusion. Loose, flowing garments are often used to hide the support structure and the point of contact between the performer and the support. Now, you might be wondering, but how does the performer get onto the support without breaking the illusion? Well, that's another trick in itself. The performer usually has a cover or distraction to mask the moment they mount the structure. This could be a piece of cloth, a puff of smoke, or even a quick blackout. So there you have it. The levitation trick is a masterful blend of illusion, balance, and hidden supports. It's not about defying the laws of gravity, but rather about understanding and manipulating them to create a captivating spectacle. And so, the mystery of levitation is not so much about defying gravity as it is about mastering illusion. Juggling may seem like a simple trick, but did you know it involves complex science? At first glance, juggling is a delightful spectacle of objects dancing in the air, guided by the swift and precise movements of the juggler. But if we look closer, we'll find that it's a symphony of scientific principles at work. The first principle at play is that of gravity. You see, every time a juggler throws an object into the air, the force of gravity pulls it back down, following a predictable path known as a parabola. This is why the objects always seem to float at the peak of their arc before they descend, giving the juggler just enough time to catch and propel them back into the air. Next, we have the juggler's hand-eye coordination. This is where neuroscience steps into the picture. The juggler's eyes send signals to the brain about the position, speed, and trajectory of the objects. The brain then processes this information and sends instructions to the hands. This constant feedback loop allows the juggler to adjust their actions and maintain the rhythm of the juggle. But the real magic, or rather science, lies in what's known as predictive motor control. This is the juggler's ability to predict the future position of the objects based on their current path. It's like the juggler has a crystal ball in their mind, continuously calculating where each object will land and when to move their hands to catch it. This predictive control is not just a juggler's trick. It's a fundamental aspect of how we interact with the world. It's how we catch a ball, drive a car, or even walk without tripping over. So juggling is not merely an act of entertainment. It's a ballet of objects choreographed by the laws of physics, orchestrated by the marvels of neuroscience, and executed with the precision of predictive control. Next time you see a juggler, remember the amazing science that makes their performance possible. Ever been amazed by a human statue who seems to stand still for hours? It's a spectacle that leaves many of us in awe, but what's the science behind this seemingly supernatural feat? Let's delve into the details. At first glance, it may seem like all a human statue needs to do is stand still. But in reality, it's a combination of muscle control, mental strength, and incredible endurance. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in creating the illusion of a living statue. Let's start with muscle control. The human body is not designed to stay in one position for an extended period. Our muscles are constantly at work, even when we're sitting or standing still. So, the challenge for a human statue is to control these muscles to maintain a specific pose. This requires intense concentration and a deep understanding of one's own body. The performer must know which muscles to engage and which to relax, and they must do this while maintaining an absolute stillness that gives the illusion of being a statue. But muscle control alone is not enough. A human statue must also have mental strength. Standing still for hours on end is no easy feat. It requires a level of mental fortitude that most of us simply do not possess. The performer must enter a state of deep focus, almost like meditation, blocking out distractions and focusing solely on maintaining their pose. This mental strength allows the performer to overcome the physical discomfort and boredom that can come with standing still for so long. And finally, there's endurance. This is perhaps the most obvious requirement for a human statue, but it's also one of the most challenging. The human body is not built for immobility. After a certain amount of time, our muscles begin to fatigue and we naturally shift positions to relieve the strain. But a human statue must resist this urge. They must have the endurance to maintain their pose for hours on end, fighting against the natural instincts of their body. So what does this all mean? Well, it means that the human statue is not just a street performer, but a master of their own body and mind. They have honed their skills to such a degree that they can control their muscles, focus their mind, and endure discomfort to create an illusion that captivates audiences. The human statue, then, is a testament not only to physical strength but also to the power of the mind. It's a reminder that with enough practice and determination, we can push our bodies and minds to achieve incredible feats. So, next time you see a human statue, take a moment to appreciate the science and skill behind their performance. It's truly a marvel to behold. Fire-breathing performers are always a crowd favorite, but how do they do it without getting burned? It's all about understanding the science behind the spectacle. At the heart of fire breathing lies the principle of combustion. Combustion is the process of burning something. In this case, the fuel is a specific type of flammable liquid that the performer holds in their mouth and sprays out in a fine mist. But what exactly ignites this spectacular display? The secret is in the flame source, usually a torch, held by the performer. As the performer sprays the liquid fuel towards the flame, the heat energy causes the fuel particles to vaporize and react with oxygen in the air, creating a bright flame that can reach several feet in height. It's a breathtaking moment that never fails to thrill an audience. But it's not just the combustion that makes this trick possible, it's also about controlling heat transfer. Heat transfer is the movement of thermal energy from one thing to another. In the case of fire breathing, the performer must control the direction of the heat to avoid getting burned. They do this by ensuring that the flame always moves away from them and never towards their face or body. The performer also uses a specific technique when spraying the fuel. They don't just spit it out. Instead, they create a fine mist by pursing their lips and using their tongue to control the spray. By doing so, they increase the surface area of the fuel, allowing it to ignite more quickly and brightly. But, no matter how much science is involved, fire breathing is not a trick to be taken lightly. It is a dangerous art that requires a lot of practice and safety measures. The performers must use the right type of fuel, something that is flammable but with a low flash point, reducing the risk of accidental ignition. They must also ensure they have a clear space around them, free from any flammable objects. And of course, they never swallow the fuel. Fire-breathing performers also have safety measures in place in case things go wrong. They often have a safety assistant nearby with a fire extinguisher or a wet blanket to smother any unexpected flames. They also ensure they have training in first aid and know how to handle burns. So, the next time you see a fire breather, remember the science that makes it all possible. It's not just a thrilling spectacle, it's a perfect blend of physics and chemistry, performed by someone with a deep understanding of the principles at play and a brave heart to execute it. Fire breathing is indeed a dangerous art, combining science and bravery. Street performances are not just about entertainment, but also involve a great deal of science. As we've journeyed through the world of street performances today, we've uncovered the hidden science behind some of the most captivating tricks that have intrigued audiences for centuries. These performances, while seemingly simple, are intricate displays of physics, biology, and chemistry, working in harmony to deliver awe-inspiring presentations. Remember the gravity-defying levitation trick? It's not magic, but a clever use of physics and optical illusion. The performer's strength and balance work together with a strategically hidden support structure, creating the illusion of defying gravity. And then, there's the art of juggling. It's not just about quick hands and nimble fingers. It's a perfect demonstration of the science of motion, the laws of gravity, and the human brain's amazing ability to coordinate and multitask. The human statue, a performance that tests the limits of human endurance, combines the science of biology with the art of performance. It's all about muscle control, balance, and a deep understanding of the human body. The fire-breathing performance, a mesmerizing spectacle of light and heat, is actually a brilliant application of chemistry. The performer uses a specific type of fuel that burns brightly but at a lower temperature, reducing the risk of injury. In conclusion, street performances are an incredible blend of art and science. Each act, each trick, each performance is a testament to the performer's understanding of scientific principles and their ability to apply them in the most entertaining ways. It's about transforming the laws of nature into a captivating spectacle. It's about making science come alive on the streets. So, next time you pass by a street performer, remember, there's more than meets the eye. It's a beautiful blend of art and science. It's a testament to human creativity and the endless possibilities when we dare to push the boundaries of what we know and what we can do.